here Surah Al-Masad, تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب. This ta, some people make it like this, تبت يدا. Now they don't pronounce ta at all. They say تبت, bet. So this is not a clear ta, okay? And some people make it like this, تبت, and this is also wrong. So what is the correct way? Actually, to understand this, in the state of sukun, for all letters, we have only two ways to pronounce any second letter. This letter, sometimes it's a flexible letter. We call it harf rakhu. Rakhu means flexible or extended letter. Extended letter. And sometimes it's not extended letter. We call it a strong letter or harf shadid. Strong letter. If this letter or if any letter is in the sukun state, okay? Let's say X letter with a sukun. So this X sometimes extended, sometimes strong. What are the strong letters? The strong letters are fixed letters. Ajid, qatin, bakat. These are the strong letters. Flexible letters, all the letters, the rest of the letters. Okay? What does strong letters mean? Strong letters mean here this jim is very strong when it's in the sukun state. So you are not allowed to pronounce it like this. You have to get rid of the strength of this letter. How to get rid of the strength? By doing two methods. By doing qalqala, okay, or something called hams, which is our case for today. Hams. For example, we have, like, let's try our letter today, ta. This ta, if it's in the sukun state, it's too hard for the tongue to apply it, like tabbat, tabbat. Now you cannot hear ta, right? When I say tabbat, tabbat, I say ta, but you don't hear it. Why? Because this is a strong one. You need to do a method to clear it. So for ta, when it's in the sukun state, we need to do hams sound, which is at. Get my point?
Yeah.
At.
At.
How about for example, for jim? Jim, we don't have Jim. We have the Hams letters. I will let you know the Hams letters. Jim is not from Hams letters. So Jim is from Qalqala letters then. So I need to say Aje, Aje, Aje. Now I clear the Jim and I get rid of the strength of the letter. Now it's cleared, right? Aje. So easily I pronounce the letter. Aje, 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 Aje. Same for ta, at. Same for kaf. Kaf is from qalqala letters? No, so it's from hams letters. So it should be ak, not ak. Like this one, for example. Aktub. So this kaf is from hams letters. So you are not allowed to say aktub. Ak, this is not kaf. You need to do a hams. Why? Because this is a strong letter. So how to clear it? By doing hams method. Ak. Look at this. Look at the in sound. Like this. Ak. It ends with ak. This sound. Aktub. If you didn't do hams, it becomes aktub. By the way, this is like something advanced. So no, not aktub. Aktub, you don't apply kaf. It has to be aktub. This ba is a strong letter as well, but we get rid of the strength of this letter by applying qalqala. It's easy for this letter, but for this one we apply something else, which we call it hams sound. What are the hams letters? Here, hams letters. So just to know. By the way, we have a chapter. We are going to explain this in detail. But just to know briefly, the hams letters. Fa, فحثه, شخص سكت. Like this. More you go with this way, more strength. Here, this is the highest level. Here, a bit low, a bit low, a bit low. Get my point? For the ham sound. That's why for ta, it's too clear. At. So what's the difference to say at and at? The first one is not ta, because from the attributes of the letter ta in Tajweed that it has to be with hams sound. Get my point? We call it harf mahmus. Harf means a letter. Mahmus is the adjective of the word hams. Okay, mahmus has a hams method or has a hams sound. Get my point? So let's get just before going to the Quran again, look at this. How about the opposite way? The extended letters. This is too easy. For example, choose any letter like wow. When wow it's in the sukun state, wow is not from the strong letters, so it's from extended letters, or we call it al-huruf al-rikhwa or al-mustatala. If you want to search about it, mustatala extended, rikhwa means flexible. What does flexible letters mean? Here in this case, if it's in the sukun state, you need to extend it. Like for example, let's assume that we have hamza with fatha before this waw sukun. It becomes aw. Look at the extension. Ooh, aw. Lam sukun, for example. Lam is not from the strong letters, so it has to be like this. Al, not ala. Al. Look at the extension. Al, not ala. You know, al, just extend it a while. Aw, not awa. Aw. Look at this. That's why we call it al-rikhwa, the flexible letters. So let's get back to Quran again.
So can I ask one question?
Yeah, sure.
Is there anything wrong in choosing the qalqala method instead of the hams method?
Sorry,
for
repeat
the
again.
for the strong letters.
Yeah.
If I chose like kaf or ta, if I chose to do qalqala instead of hams.
No, you're not allowed to do this because from the attributes of kaf, we cannot apply qalqala, we apply hams.
Okay, I understand.
It depends on the attributes. We call it sifat al-harf, the attributes of the characteristics of the letters. We're gonna study this in detail as well.
Yeah.
Each letter has some characteristics, you know.
Yeah.
So from the attributes of kaf or characteristics of kaf, you know, we cannot apply qalqala. It has to be with hams.
Okay.
You know. Also for ta, but for ba, no hams. For by the way, if you try to extend ba, like let's say we say here ba is from extended letters. I ask you, is that correct? How we know? You just extend the letter, try to put it in the sukun state, then try to extend it. It cannot be can't.
Yeah.
But well, we can do aw, al, right? Any letter, like for example, like ayn. Ayn is hard, but you can do it. Look at this. Extend it. But this one, ba, no way to extend it. It has to make why it's a strong letter. It has to be aqa, aba. That's why all qalqala letters, you know, are strong letters. Get my point? If you try extending any of these letters, of strong letters, you cannot do it. You cannot apply the extension on these strong letters.
Okay.
That's why we have hams and qalqala, to get rid of the strength. Clear?
Yes, yes.